You know him. He was an artist. My dad was an artist.
Yeah.
They both painted. They just, it was instilled in me. I didn't go to school for it. I was self-taught. I met a lot of artists during the way, during my journey in South Chicago. I ran with a lot of graffiti crews back in the days. I yeah, I was one of those guys that probably wrote on your garage. That was probably me.
What did Ramo say? If art is a crime, please may God forgive me.
That's right.
Oh.
I've always had it in me. And that's what I'm known for. I'm known to do pretty much whatever I put my mind to it, and
Oh, you have to.
and I wanted to retire. I got old. You know, my hands are not the same no more. My eyesight's not the same no more. But my wife, she won't let me retire. So when it came time to open up the business and start the business, I put my input. What I've learned from the streets, hustling and doing little things to make a little extra bucks, and some money here, some money there. I had to dust off the brushes and the pens and the markers and stuff like that, and just went to work. And even now, I mean, it's I watch her. Watching her through my eyes is the best feeling in the world. I'm not only as her husband, but she's my best
Don't
friend.
you wish she could see that?
Yeah.
Especially when she's mad at you.
No.
Anything on Facebook about you.
Yeah. Well, thank God she doesn't do that. I mean, that'd be a whole other show, but relationship wise. But I mean, when we're doing events and when we're sitting there and watching people walk by and they're in awe and they're taking pic, you know, they ask her, "Can we take pictures of your stuff?" And she's like, "Sure." And they ask her all these questions, and then you know you have a customer when they walk by your tent more than once. And I tell my wife, I said, "They'll be back. Trust me, they'll be back." And yeah, and she's like, "I don't know. I said, they'll be back. Trust me. They seen that wreath, they'll be back. They seen those shot glasses, they'll be back." And sure enough.
Well, speaking of that,
yeah,
I have one of my favorite wreaths.
Oh,
By Jeane's Custom Creations.
the Woo. Wu-Tang.
And I have another one by Jeane's Custom Creations. Oh, what's that?
Yep.
Okay, see it?
Yes, sir.
Is that the day?
That's a Tribe Called Quest.
Why do I want to say De La Soul?
Yeah.
Because you owe me that one.
Is that the De La?
That's the newest one.
That's the one that you sent me the picture of, right?
Yeah, that's the one.
Got that.
Yeah, I want that for my spring collection.
Yep. Oh yeah, that's coming soon. That's the De La Soul.
Also, my cousin, Mr. Ben Velasco, my jean jacket.
Yeah.
It was like it was yesterday.
Yeah. I remember doing that. Well.
I think him and Sakura are the only ones that have the jackets in
Yeah,
them.
I think. You and my friend, you guys are the only ones that actually have something current that I've done. Because I used to do jackets back in the days, like they were going out of style, and I like to take it back to the old school. I like to take it, you know, because hip hop is in my blood, in my veins, and I've been a diehard hip hop since what?
And that's what it is. Like hip hop is not a music; it's a culture.
Yes, right.
You know, and, I mean, we dress like it, we talk like it, we be like it. You know, like
yeah,
we dance like it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, that's it, you know, that's just in us.
Yeah.
So, moving forward. Anyone just hopping in? This is an open forum. I'm with my guests, Jeane's Custom Creations, and Mr. and Mrs. Velasco. Welcome. So we're talking about owning a business, being an entrepreneur, taking accountability of yourself and personal growth. Okay? So, this is my book we're talking about. I Am Responsible. The Game of Life. Okay? It's available on Amazon. And I also have another 27 books besides this one that are published on Amazon too. My last two were the title is "The Glass Is Half Full: The Power of Positive Thinking," and the other one is it's just a memoir about angel numbers and how God communicates with us. Okay, so what are some of the challenges that you didn't expect
As far as the business,
as far as your business? Yeah.
the bitter competitors.
Yeah, believe it or not, we have our share of haters, and in the craft game, it's very. We've learned in the last 2 years that the craft game is very, very competitive, and since it's a big difference when we lived over there on the southeast side, and we would do events over there. Of course, our gente, our people, they know you know who they are. We know they've supported us since day one. They've come to our events. We put our name on the map. But when we moved to Indiana, going on 3 years now, it's a big difference. It's like night and day. Out here, it's cutthroat. Out here, it's who you know. It's
The difference is, like being over in the hood, like we all grew up together.
yeah.
So most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time, we want everybody to win.
Yep.
But you go somewhere else, you're new, you got some dope stuff,
And it's not. It's
not you because you're new and what's in you is not in them.
and it's not even that we're in somebody else's area. Like, this is somebody that's coming to South Chicago to the events that we're having out there. Like, I talk to everybody, vendors, whether we sell the same thing or not. I'm not here to get into what, to see what you have, whose is better. Like, we're all there to do the same thing, and that's make money at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Everybody makes tumblers. You got a handful of people that make wreaths. Like, let's just get the money and call it a day. I'm not here for any ill will, no bad vibes, no nothing. And it got to the point, like, and I never worry about it. Like, I dance to the beat of my own drum. But these last few events that we have done, it got to the point, we got to the point to where, like, I felt like this person, honestly, and my husband's going to be like, she's crazy, but I felt like she put something on me because
No, she ain't crazy.
I was always getting sick before the event. Like, I literally was getting sick before the event. So, but I just, prayed about it. I just prayed about it. Like, whatever is in their heart, forgive them, and, let's just move on. I'm just going to make sure that I'm not in the same area that I am, for whatever vengeance she feels that she needs to have on me or against me. I'm sorry you feel like that. Like, I'm not here to try to be better than you. I'm just trying to do what you do, and that's just make money.
Yeah.
Just
You're not doing what she does, you're doing what you do.
right.
And and a lot of times, people are gonna hate what you do because because it's different than them, and you're new on the block, so the new people are the attractions, pretty much, because a lot of those, like a lot around here, you see the same vendors, right? And the neighborhood supports, right? But out there, you're different. Because you're a different vendor. So all those vendors, that are around, they're hating on you because now you're the attraction.
Yeah.
You're like the new shiny toy,
Yeah, exactly. And you're still in the spotlight.
Yeah, and like I said, it's, even though sometimes we don't sell things, it's just like the the oohs and the ahs, and people remember us. Like they come back, like you guys were here this year. As a matter of fact, some lady was like, last year I was in the process of getting my house, but this year, you know, she's like, I'm here, I'm established, where I'm ready to buy for my home now, and she actually bought 2 or 3 REITs. I want to say that day at the Hagwish Fest. So like people remember, and that's it's just a wonderful feeling that they remember the work itself. That's what
Right.
that's what I love, you know?
I mean, presentation is everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
You know,
It goes a long way.
because you know, people will remember customer service.
yeah,
You know, but at the same time, you know, people need to treat you like they want to be treated.
absolutely.
You know, I always say that, you know, in the DJ business, it's like, just, okay, like, you hired me, right? But you don't own me. Okay? I'll give you your money back and I'll pack up. You know, that's the power of ownership. I can make that decision, right?
Yeah,
So that's the power of ownership, man. And that's people, it's not the, money is the root of all evil. It's the love of money. That's the root of all evil. You know, because people love money so much. You know what I'm saying? A material over something that's irreplaceable. You know.
yeah, yeah. And that's what we don't want is for like the greed to take over.
No. But that's what they're doing, and that's why they're hating.
See, I didn't
Like,
find
you're taking money away
I
from
told a
them.
guy that
And those are not my intentions.
No, absolutely not. I mean, I know you from the ground up, bro. Like I'm saying, like I know they hate you. But you know, what I've learned is just to lower my expectations. Lower expectations of people, because people will disappoint you every time.
Yep.
You lower your expectations, and the less you'll get hurt.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? People around you are going to say what they will, let them say it, right? Because that doesn't define you. You know, just like when God saw Adam in the garden after they ate the apple. You know, God's looking for Adam. He knows where he's at. You know, but he's like, Adam, where you at? Adam, where you at, Adam? And Adam comes out. You know, and then he's got a little leaf over his pee-pee. Right? And God says, what's that? He's like, oh, I was naked. God said, who told you you were naked? So who are you listening to? Listen to me. You see what I'm saying?
yeah,
So don't allow other people to influence you to their opinion. And don't let their opinion stop you.
yeah. That's one thing I just, you know, I have that wall up, that wall of security up. Like, you know, everybody's going to have their own opinion. Everybody's going to feel whatever they feel. There's nothing that you can do or say to try to make that, you know, to change it. There's no reason to try to change it. At the end of the day, like,
Right.
people are going to be who they're going to be.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing. And you can't change it. You know, it's like people stress over things that they can't change.
I'm guilty of that.
Yeah, and you can't. I mean, you can't change it. All you control is what you can control.
Yeah,
You know, that's it. You know, like I can't control who comes up to me. You know, I can control how I react. You know, trust me, I've grown a lot for that.
yeah.
You know, so let's talk about some goals and vision. So, what does success look like for you and your business beyond money?
We were just talking about that. Funny thing that you should mention that. We were just talking about that. We were driving somewhere.
Yesterday, from Rico Benny's.
Yeah, on my birthday, my wife took me out to eat.
Happy birthday, man.
Thank you. She took me out. Yeah, she took me out to eat, and we were coming back home, and she said, "You know what? Because we always talk, We just shoot the shit. She says, "Well, you know what I was thinking down the line." I'm like, "Yeah, what's up?" She goes, "You know, what would you think if we decided one day to open up a storefront?" And I go, that would be that would be nice. I said, but what? I mean, what? She was like, not only for us, but for local vendors that we vend with. They would pay a certain fee to have their crafts or their stuff there at the event, at the store. And someone would be there, and you could walk in and purchase a wreath, or you could walk in and purchase a shot glass tumbler, or whatever. We have a lot of people who sell different stuff. We have Mary Kay, we have Parkley.
Yeah, he could be like a mini flea market.
Sure,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Like-
It gives people the opportunity, if they miss the shows, to come in and just walk in off the street, and they're looking for a particular item, and then they're there, and I got to thinking about it. I said, that's something that maybe we could, think about it, maybe going into next year. I said, because this year,
Yeah, bro.
this year our season already starts this Saturday. We have an event coming up in Whiting. It's a little Valentine's Day pop up at Studio 659 on 119th Street. And that's going to be our first event, but actually that's our first event. And usually our craft season starts in February and ends in December. So our availability, it's very limited, because we kind of, like, my wife sometimes double books us. Like, we'll have an event Saturday, and then we'll have an event Sunday, and then we'll have the following, like, our June is already sold up. Our July is pretty much almost sold up. August, September, October, we're going to put our hat into the ring and do Wickedly Whiting this year, which is a 2-day event in Whiting. And anybody that knows my wife and knows Jeane's Custom Creations, that's probably one of our favorite holidays to do. I mean, who doesn't love Halloween? I mean, everybody loves Halloween. It's like I said, it was something that she mentioned it to me, and believe it or not, I've been giving it a lot of thought. I've been thinking about it a lot. Like I said, what's up, Tone? That's VIP Slime in the house.
What's going on, man? What's going on?
What's up, Tone?
How much, man?
What's up, Cuzzo?
All good, man. All good. Love to hear the stories, man. It's awesome.
Yeah.
But
But like I said, I've been thinking about it, but I told my wife, that's a big responsibility, because you're talking a storefront, you're talking electricity, you're talking LLC, you're talking permits, you're talking a lot of stuff. It's not just doing an event on the weekend and being done with it. You're going to have someone that's going to have to be there 5 days a week, 6 days a week, 8 hours a day, 5 hours a day. So, and then you're going to trust that people are going to come and participate and not be hating on certain vendors. Well, I don't like that person because they hang out with that person, or I don't like what they sell because I can get it cheaper here, or you get that, and a lot of people don't think. Yeah, a lot of people don't think that. When you think crafting, you think of like back in the days when I was growing up. I know a lot of my grandmother used to sew, and she used to knit, and she used to do our hats and our gloves and our scarves and stuff like that. But when nowadays it's a big market, we've learned from a lot of we've come from humble beginnings. I mean, on my timeline I can go back and see my wife's very first wreaths and her very first, and I have to laugh at it because I show her and she's like, "Oh my God!" Turn that picture.
No, keep the picture because it's showing the progress.
Yeah.
This was back in early 2019, 2018. Now we're in 2026, and
you can look at 2036 and 2026 and be like, damn.
Yeah.
Because you're going to grow another 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's the thing. You got to keep growing, man. You got to keep growing. You got to keep fighting,
I've never been one to settle. I mean, I don't believe in settling. I believe that I know what I'm worth. I believe that And I try to tell my wife when I first met her, you know, you're worth more than what you think you're worth. And even when it comes,
so beautiful.
yeah, you know, even when it comes to the business, she's a very reserved person. She doesn't really like putting her feet into the water. She's more of, I'll stand right here. You put your feet into the water. You go first. Me, I'll jump straight in. I don't care.
Cannonball.
Yeah, like he's diving off the diving board at Russell.
Yeah, I'm doing the triple Lindy. I'm doing the triple Lindy.
Who's Lindy?
Remember that movie, Back to School with Rodney Dangerfield when he was jumping off the diving board?
Back to school.
And then he did the triple Lindy. That's me.
Oh, okay. I thought that's what I said. Who's Lindy?
Yeah. But
Secret Chicago.
yeah. Everybody remembers Russell in the Sneak Bunch days.
No, not me, man.
Well, not you. You were more of a Cal Park. You were the Rocks, huh?
No, it's Trumbull Park.
Oh, so you're Trumbull?
Oh no,
No,
they
no,
had
the-
two diving boards. Their pool was big.
Trumbull?
Trumbull, yeah, their pool was ginormously big. It was like an Olympic long
Never had the
pool.
experience. I got chased from Trumbull a lot of times, but never had the experience to actually go swimming there.
Nah.
Yeah, their pool was nice. But that to answer your question, that is one of the goals, is so that we can give other young entrepreneurs, you know, the opportunity. Like, you know, Tone has the little one. What is she, 9 or 8?
Yeah, she's 9.
You know, somebody that small to have or be established already as she is now, you know, and you know, give her that you know, that hope that she can do it, you know, before she's even our age. You know, right now the goal is to give and show these kids now, you know, what we didn't have the opportunity to have, and what they've cut, you know, from the community, you know. These days they don't have resources like we did. You know, we had the park district that we could go to. I had the neighborhood house, like, you know, and these kids, they're on the streets because there's no guidance, you know, and you have these young kids.
We can have a whole show about that.
Yeah. I mean, and look, she's,
Especially the way we knew commercial and how it is today.
oh yeah, it's heartbreaking.
Remember they used to call commercial uptown.
Uptown.
And I told,
They used to take the trolleys from downtown to uptown. That's why they call us uptown. It was a shopping district.
and it was awesome. It was awesome. I told Ben, it used to take you, just like it took you like 4 hours to drive through Cal Park. It used to take you a couple of hours to walk through commercial, because you would see and run into everybody.
It was started at 87th and ended on 92nd Street.
Yeah.
I went to Catholic school, man.
Me too.
You went to Catholic school.
Yeah, well, it's still Catholic school. And I went to Catholic high school.
I'm just kidding, man.
I just kidding, man.
But yeah, for those that's walked and joined us, I'm sorry, I'm walking around the house doing little things. But I have my guest here, Jeane Custom Creations, Mr. and Mrs. Velasco. And we're also talking about my book. I Am Responsible, The Game of Blame. It's available on Amazon. And so, what do you see next for Jeane Custom Creations?
More exposure.
How much? Repeat your dates again.
Okay, we have this weekend starts our
Valentine's.
we have a Valentine's Day pop up, which is this weekend, Saturday, in Whiting on 119th Street. It's Studio 659. And then after that, we're
open on March and April.
We're open on March and April, but we usually do an Easter event sometimes at the Jovial, with our sister group,
With Dina. With
which
Dina
is
and
Chi-Town Vendors. They know who they are. We have Park Lane Jewelry. We have Mary Kay. We have
Sensi.
Sensi. We have people that who else?
Just me.
Yeah, Jeane. You know, they started Chi-Town Vendors. It's a small little group that it's an extension of Jeanie's Custom Creations. And then June we have
No, May, John. We're gonna
May we
try to
have
do.
May I'm sorry May we have an event coming up with Chi-Town Riders. Our boy John.
It's a little gang, like the big ladies.
No.
No, it's a car club.
No, he's talking about Chi-Town Vendors.
Oh, Chi-Town Vendors. Hey, I guess you could say that.
You gotta ask Dina that.
Yeah, it's Dina. Dina Telez.
That's his cousin.
You know, that's Cuzzo.
Yeah, I know.
And then June we
Well, June, they're trying to do something out here by us on Kennedy. It's
Yeah.
called the Hesville something. So I'm thinking
it's
about.
June over here in June. They have a event. It's Hessville's trying to put together a 2-day event out here.
Well, they do it every year.
They do it
but
every year, but this year we're going to give it a go. Last year we didn't do it, and we ran into some people who are like, "Oh, you guys should have did it." You know, my God, you know, you guys are perfect here, and so we're going to do it this year. And then
July, nothing.
July nothing because of the holidays and stuff like that. But then August 1st, August 2nd will be at Hagwish Fest. And then we do Man Park, which they do a kind of like a flea market where you take your whatever you're selling and you basically sell your products there.
Yeah, you could even do that, Joe. That's like 20. They charge what, $20, $25?
They charge $25 for a table, and like I said, you could take your shirts, you could take your
Yep.
yeah, you could just sell your stuff there.
Yeah, I got a printing business too. I forgot.
Yes. And then like that's in August. Yeah, that's in August, and
But the events, as they come, we're cautious on where we not where we do them, but just like the dates, because last year it didn't consume us, but it did consume us because we were able to do some things, but not as much as we set our goals to do. As far as like traveling and spending time, with our people, with our peers, and things like that.
yeah, that's one thing about the craft businesses. You get so wrapped up in doing so many events that you kind of lose focus, and you kind of lose, you really can't.
My granddaughter.
Hey,
What's up, granddaughter?
what's up, granddaughter?
Hi, I can't believe how big she is. Looking like a little mini Sierra.
They see me like a mixed boy.
Hey, Jeannie and Ben, don't forget, we still got to get together. We got to expand that business.
Oh yeah,
We got to get that mobile payment set up. We got to get some LLC going. We got to get into you got to put on the big boy shoes.
yeah.
Putting wish together, and you gotta walk up the stairs to get to the top.
Yeah, that's what it's about. Like when we help each other. Like I tell Tone all the time. Like, you're young, you have the knowledge. We're more like the manual older crowd. So like now, how he's saying, you didn't hear it from me, but I don't got my LLC yet. I don't have it yet, but that's something that
But you know what though? When you're ready, you let me know. I got you on that.
yeah, that's what we're talking about. Like, we're gonna get together and and have a roundtable about that.
It's really simple.
Yeah. Indiana is different. I did look it up. I know Indiana is different, but and just like learning he's gonna introduce us to what is that? The card,
I just had to set up your business on the Square account.
the Square account, because we only take.
That's another thing that's changed. When you do events,
Yeah.
a lot of people they not everybody walks around with cash anymore. Nobody uses cash no more. Everybody uses a debit card, credit card, EBT. You name it, they'll pay it. Yeah, everybody does PayPal, Cash App, Zelle. Not too many people walk around with cash no more. It's not like in the old days. Now it's more high tech, more digital. You know, but we're
I just
willing.
want to do a quick shout out to Birdie and Birdie's bullpen joining us.
Hey, what's up, Birdie?
She actually introduced me to doing these, and by doing them, I learned a lot about this. So, big shout out to you, Cisneros. So that's awesome. Real quick, I have an event coming up at the VFW in Calumet City. It's a Valentine's Day event, 60s, 70s, and 80s. 25 advance tickets, 20 at the door. I'm sorry, 20 advance tickets, 25 at the door. And we got myself, Louis Bird, Al Ferreira, and Louis Vega DJ, and dinner is by Don Pedro's.
Oh.
It's in the afternoon, starting at 4 o'clock at the VFW in Calumet City. And after that, I'll be at Small World, and I'm gonna play some slow jams.
Oh, so you're trying to have people make babies that day?
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Name of Joe.
Uncle Joe. Uncle Joe.
Joe loves the kids.
Uncle Joe, you know what I'm saying?
Joe loves the kids.
Right. So yeah, and then I got some other stuff coming up, veteran wise. You know, I want to do all I can while I'm here to help and be that person that I wanted when I was going through all the bumps and bruises, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I just don't want people to go through that, you know, if they don't have to. You know, the knowledge that we learn when we go through things, you know, we're supposed to help that. Like if we're walking down the same street, and I walked down that street before, and I tripped on something. You and I are walking down the street. We come to that point, and I should warn you, hey, be careful. You might trip over that. I'd be very ignorant if I didn't tell you anything and you tripped.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's what we go through. That's what we do. We learn to help. You know. Once again, we're talking about my book here. I'm responsible for the game of blame. We can't blame everybody for what we choose. All right. We put ourselves in that situation. Nobody can be blamed for your choices. You know, half the battle is accepting responsibility for what you've done, for who you were, you know, and just be better today than you were yesterday.
Yeah. You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
But it all starts with a choice. And that's, you know, I'm a man of many names. So I call this the 120% club. Oh, no. You know, like, we all in 120%. We're not giving 100, we're giving 120. You know? And you matter, you know, you matter. People matter. People need to understand that they were born for a purpose. You know, they weren't born to just exist. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, it's all about a choice. You know, like, we can wake up in the morning and choose to have a bad day, or no matter what, we're going to have a good day.
This is true.
You know what I'm saying?
This is true. I mean, I'm being tested right now as we speak. I'm being tested right now, and my wife, you know, I
had to humble him.
She had to humble me down, you know, because I'm a very hard person. My biggest thing was before I met her was taking accountability. I was always not passing the blame, but I was only accepting a portion of the blame. I wasn't
only accepting your side of the story.
right. I thought it was my side of the story. I didn't realize that it took two people, and but like I said, I've been going through some things, some personal stuff, and it's very humbling. You know, I didn't
Well,
think.
look, man, like, because I've been through 2 divorces.
Me too.
So
It was marriage three for me.
I've been through it too, you know. But the thing about it is, it's just like, how can you give relationship advice if you're not in a relationship? Well, because I've been in a lot of relationships.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And by this time, if I got it, I understand now. You know what I'm saying? But it's like when I got baptized at Family Christian Center, a friend of mine that was there, she handed me a book, and it's by T.D. Jakes, and it says, "So you call yourself a man?" That's a question. And at that point, I couldn't answer that because I didn't know. It was like, I always wanted a better father than I had, but I didn't know what that was. You know, so growing up, we can't be what we never seen. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to make that choice. And one choice can change your life. You know? And it starts with self-accountability.
yeah. Yep.
I'm responsible for my choices and owning that.
And we used to, we used to not get into it, but it was just like I would hear him out, I would hear him out, and it was just pretty much about the past relationships. And I'm a I'm not I don't want to say I'm a baby mama, but like I've been, on
You're a mother.
I'm a mother, right? And he has kids. I've never, seen or met the mother of the children, but there was a lot of anger in that situation, and I had to sound like I would let him vent, and after a while I'm like, you know what, I can't take it. Even though I don't know who she is as a person, it's like, well, you have part in that too, like, and it's just something I felt that he needed to hear. And I don't think he expected that. Like, there's a lot of stuff like my mom and my dad, like, are very outspoken people. And I'm the same way. Like, sometimes I'll sit here and I'll just hear him out, or I'll just, until I can't take it no more, and I have to tell him, like, look, it's you. Like, it's literally you're not seeing, it from your, from the outside. You're just seeing you. All I hear is you. Like, it takes two to tango. Like, when we first got together, like, I told him, like, I'm not an angel. I cheated. He cheated. I take accountability for that. That's something that I've never denied. A lot of people, see the bad side in their father, and I'll say like 60% of it is him, but I had my part in it too.
Yeah, for sure.
I take full responsibility. And even now today, like, my kids, they point a lot of stuff out to me. And before, they were always scared to do that, always scared to, express themselves, or tell me, how certain things make them feel. And I have to take a step back and realize, like, you know what, damn, I did put them in that position. And, I catch myself apologizing to this very day for certain situations or things that I put them in,
Yeah.
and that's something that,
And they didn't ask for that.
no.
It's like, that's what I was saying. Like, I don't understand how people can abandon their kids or neglect them because, they didn't ask to be born. You had fun making them, right?
Yep.
And I'm sorry, but at the same time, you can't lose yourself in the kids do.
I did. I
Yeah,
honestly
because,
did.
well, I too, but with your relationship, though, the reason why he got humbled, because he loves you. And understand, all women, they need to know this, that to men, as much as you want to be loved, that means respect to us. Like, as much as you want to be loved, that's how much we want to be respected. Respect is love to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. You're absolutely right. You gotta get you.
And
You gotta
that's
give.
undeniable.
and a lot of ladies don't see that. Like they only see it as a one-way street, and we talk about that a lot too. Like I was there. It had to be my way or no way. And somebody told me, like, you know what? Like it's not always going to be your way. You have to learn how to accept and, not take feed well, yeah, I'm gonna say like take feedback or take criticism and not get offended with it, because I was always getting offended and, just like, giving up, just like I'm quick to shut down, real fast to shut down. Like I will now I'll do it when I'm mad. Like I'll just stay mad and just shut down. Huh?
Pineapples.
Pineapples, yeah. Like I'll just not say anything, and because I know my mouth is bad, like it's bad, and that's something that I know I can change. I do change, but sometimes, and his mouth, like we just cutting each other, like
I ain't no punk bitch.
we just cut each other, like
But I, like I said, I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot through the relationship with my wife and my partner. But I've also learned a lot mentally, over the years. And like I said, I'm a person that I won't settle. What's right for somebody else might not be right for me. But at the same time, I'm gonna voice my opinion. When I'm right, I'm right. When I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Yeah, I'm not gonna say I'm always right.
Because you're teaching people how to respect you.
Yeah, because if once
You don't want to be where you're not respected.
right, once a person disrespects you and they feel, oh, this guy's a punk, or oh man, and I'm not a punk, but the thing about it is I know how to choose my battles, and I know when to choose them, and I know when I'm right and I know when I'm wrong, and like she does, like she'll shut down and I'll shut down too. I'm like, you know what, I can play. One thing my wife knows about me is I can hold grudges. And I know it's wrong, but I feel, okay, you said what you had to say. Now you're gonna listen to what you want. You're gonna listen to what I have to say, and I'm gonna say what I'm gonna have to say. And then if we can come to an understanding, or we can come to some type of agreement where, hey, I was wrong for saying this, you were wrong for saying that. Okay, let's just move on.
Yeah.
Let's just move on. It's water under the bridge.
Well, what I learned too is like you gotta be able to forgive.
Yeah. You have to.
You got to be able to forgive, and you got to not forget.
Oh, you'll never forget.
But to forgive and move forward.
Yeah.
Because it's not about you, it's not about her. It's about what's good for us. You know what I'm saying? Because that's why it says in the Bible, the wife should submit to her husband. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a commitment, and two people can't work together unless they agree.
Yeah.
Right? So with your relationship like that, and the way you shut down, and the way you check them, I'm sorry. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right.
But he's humbled by that because you're somebody that he loves and that he respects. And also for everybody out there, you can't blame communication on one person.
yeah.
Okay, communication is a two-way street.
That's the number one thing.
Women out there that say, "Oh man, this, oh man, that." Do you have sons?
No.
They're men too. So if you talk bad about men, you're talking about men.
Yeah, and I was bad with it.
I'll tell you what, not all men are the same.
Nope. And I had to show her that. This goes all the way back to 2018 when I met her.
Hey, Hey, faith without action is dead, man. Don't talk about it, be about it.
That's right. Yep.
Because if you're really for her, she shouldn't have to ask you.
Nope.
Well, same with you, though. You should have to ask her. She should already know.
Oh, she knows. We read each other. We read each other like a book.
I see you guys.
We read each other like a book. Now I wouldn't say it's easier, but it's noted. It's to that point where we've come that we're not spring chickens no more. I'm older than her, and I have a couple more years over her, but not, experience wise, maybe. But
So you're OG?
yeah, I'm OG.
Oh, I'm saying.
You know, oh, I have more experience. I would say in relationships. I've been in a lot of relationships myself. I'm a lot older. I've been to a lot more places where she could only dream of going, and I opened up her eyes to a whole new world. When I met her,
That's what you're supposed to do. Supposed to bring like to life, not take.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never seen it like that.
Bring solutions to the table, not problems.
Yeah, everybody has problems, and nobody needs no more problems.
No, but everybody's gonna have problems. I mean, even
yeah.
said, we're gonna have problems in this life. But growth comes from chaos, not from comfort.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people.
That's what I say. Our strength is found in our weakness.
I think a lot of people in my just in my experience, a lot of people when they're in relationships for a long time, a lot of people get comfortable. A lot of people get too comfortable, and they kind of wear out their welcome because then they feel, well, they have that mindset. Well, if she ain't gonna do it for me, then I'll find somebody else. There's gonna be somebody else that will. When someone says they won't, there was always someone that says they will. But will you be happy?
How that comes with me is because I got tired of waiting on people, right? To do what I felt in my spirit I should be doing.
Right.
I don't want to wait on this person because I want to do a live. I don't want to wait on this person because I need a t-shirt. I don't want to wait on this person because I need a flyer made. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to wait on this person because I need DJ equipment. I don't want to wait on somebody when I can do it myself. You know what I'm saying? And I tell you what, and that lessens a lot of stress.
It does.
But once again, we're talking about my book here. I'm sure that is it?
Yeah.
I'm blind. I can't. I think we have that, don't we?
We have that. I have that book.
I'm Joe. Nice to meet you, blind.
She can't see you anyway. It don't matter. She can hear you.
I know. I can't either without my dad glasses. I told my cousin the other day, my cousin Nene, shout out to Nene B.
What up, Nene?
I told her, I said, I got fat fingers and I'm blind as a bat. Because I said I just messed up. I said some misspelled words. But so I am responsible for the Game of Blame. It's a part of the 24-hour pep talk series, which next week I'll go over mind versus emotions. Understanding who's really in charge.
Have you ever thought about doing a book club for men? Like, not to be, against women, but like that's another thing that's another lack, Huh? Yeah, it's another lack that the women have their women's book club, but like in churches, that they have the fellowship group, but not everybody is into that. Not not in a bad way, but not everybody is comfortable like that. But like coffee, they have the Cafe Lindo or like the library, like stuff like that. Like that's stuff that should be introduced now. Your mom is trying to call you, woman.
My phone is on do not disturb.
Girl, she's pissed.
Other than that, I have a book that I wrote for women actually. It's like
I told her that I would be on a little bit. She just said okay. I said I'll be on my way in a little bit. She said okay.
Think like a woman. I'm sorry, think like a man, act like a woman. And it's called Be You.
You want to come on?
I'll tell you what he's thinking.
Oh.
Once again, it's a book for women to stop trying to figure out men. Because you're not gonna. You've never been a man. You're not gonna be a man. So let me tell you what he's thinking so you can not be stressed and be happy.
Even like a co-ed group.
Yeah, it's around this time I told her I was gonna be on my way. She
It's
said,
on
okay. She said, no, my way.
It's
She
live
didn't
right
know.
now.
Like, she didn't want to
So
try to
we're gonna wrap this up. Once again,
it's
Jeane,
only
tell us
what?
about your business.
9.
9:30. I'm sorry. What? I was talking to my
Once
niece.
again, tell us about your business.
It's I sell custom tumblers, regular tumblers, wreaths, shot
Where can we
glasses.
find you?
Jeannie's Custom Creations is on Facebook, and it's on TikTok under Jeannie's Custom. No, is it
The Velasco's.
the Velasco's? It's under
I
the.
found it. I found it on Jeanie's.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, yeah. We do custom boards. Like we're trying to. I started doing the wine glasses. Can you grab one of those, babe, out of the box right there? Wrench around. No, not that. That's wet.
Oh my God. What?
In the box next to you.
There's a box next to me.
Just trying different things because I know people are kind of getting not tired of the tumblers, but everybody makes tumblers, so I'm just trying to switch it up and that's a stemless wine glass, but it got something on the inside of it. It also like I do I contribute to a lot of I don't that's something that I don't boast about on social media, because what's the purpose of you contributing if you're gonna that's just me. That's personally how I feel, because I know my mom would do it without a doubt. So like there's a lot of product that I wreaths, boards, baskets that I've donated for raffles for people to
Just ask about blankets or pillows.
sublimation. If it's like a sublimation,
Well, hey, now, follow the Velasco's, and you can send Jeane a DM, and you guys can connect that way.
yeah, absolutely.
Plus, come to our live events. Our events. We if you follow us on the Facebook page, or we post where we're going to be at. We would love to meet new people. We would love
Party.
yeah. We would love to meet new people and network and just be part of the community. And if you have an event that you want us and you feel that you want us to be a part of, we would love to be a part of it. You can always reach out to my wife, and we'll be there.
And we know we have fellow, vendors, if kids like VIP Slime, they're awesome. And now they're doing parties too. I see that, they're going to start hosting personal birthday parties or parties for kids, so that's one thing about the vendor community. When you're out there, you network and you become a family, and I love to share and recommend everybody that I work with. There's not one person, that I won't, recommend or throw a shout out for, because, and I don't expect it in return. I just do it because that's me. That's, something that's instilled in me. I love to share, the wealth. It's out there,
Right,
you know?
for sure.
Yeah, it's out there.
I say, I say, success is a room and no capacity.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you have to walk upstairs to get there. Why not help each other get there?
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. So that, and like you said, you wanted to start doing, small events, they're coming. They're coming.
Just keep me in that loop. I don't want to join the pink ladies. But,
Yeah, nice pink jacket for you.
I'm telling.
2X.
as long as you call me Pinky Tuscadero.
There's only one Pinky Tuscadero. We'll call you Joe Pink, Mr. Pink.
Come on, man.
Come on.
Hey, Joe.
Why does your sweatpants say pink and black? She's like, Dad, that's how I'm trying to secret it. I'm like, what? Hey, what's up, Tony?
Hey, actually, Jeannie and Ben also donated. Them talking about donated. They actually donated a cup with my daughter with her logo on it. She still uses it to this day.
Does she?
Yeah,
Oh,
she uses it everywhere. Yeah, she's been keeping us really busy. You guys say you have an event this Saturday in Whiting, right?
Yes, we'll be there.
Okay. We'll stop by, man, because we're dropping some big news. The candy store in Whiting is now going to display Alana's slimes in there, so she's gonna have a storefront.
Wow.
So it's really growing. We're excited. We're doing our display this week, and it should be up by Saturday. And we're moving forward. So we got plenty of events that we can share with you too.
You
What
said, what's the date?
What
The date for
her drop?
For your
our drop is gonna be this Saturday. What's this Saturday's date?
The
I believe it's
7th.
the 7th.
Yeah, the 7th. Yep. So we'll post it on social
Post on the
media.
8th. Yeah. Go Patriots.
Oh yeah, because I got my first Friday's event.
Mhm.
That small world.
Yeah.
It closes at 10. We got the man from all the festivals in Chicago, the summer festivals. He does a lot of them. Big Boy Beto.
You know, I used to work with him at the museum.
Oh yeah. He's awesome.
Yeah.
So I got that on Saturday, and then like I said, remember next Saturday, Valentine's Day, we have a 60s, 70s, and 80s party at the BMW in Kansas City. Myself, along with Louis Bird, Louis Vega, Al Ferrero. We're going to have dinner provided by Don Pedro's, and it's 25 is at 25 at the door, and 20 advance ticket.
Nice.
So if you want to go, just get in touch with me, and I'll make sure that you get the information you need to be there. It's going to be a good time.
Sounds good.
After that, I have a small world. I'll be closing the night there for their Halloween, not Halloween. For the sometimes Valentine's Day is like Halloween, man.
You ain't lying. Freaks come out at night.
Shut up.
Comes at me with a Jason mask on, man. I'm like, shh. I'm like, man, get away from me, dog.
Boy, I'm telling you, it's gonna be a lot of babies made. A year from now, a lot of people are gonna be 1 year old.
Hey, Joe, I also got to connect with you on something, man.
All right, give me up. You know my mathematics.
Yeah. I wrote my daughter Alana a book on Amazon, a kid's book, and I have the rough draft. I have it in hand, and I just need some help on the digital side, man. No matter how I format it, man, it's not right.
I know. I know. Trust me. I know.
Yeah. So Alana's VIP slime book will be dropping soon on Amazon. Children's book.
I got 28 books published.
Wow.
That's awesome.
I would have 50 by now, but those other ones were messed up. Dirty. Trial and error.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
Hey, that's all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm here for you, bro. Whatever you need, but I'll help you. The Velascos, you guys are awesome. You guys are family. Big shout out to everybody that came and support us. Big shout out to our neighborhood, 606 Seven Tail, because we all are 606 Seven Tail.
Yeah.
And I love that we all are together and we're doing something. We're doing something positive,
Yeah.
and that's the goal. So we're going to end with a prayer. So we're going to say, Heavenly Father, thank you for every person who joined us tonight. Thank you for truth, growth, and the courage to take responsibility. Because every family, every business, every person we build in their lives, remove fear and blame, replace it with clarity and peace. Okay, so cover the Velasco family, Jeane's Custom Creations, bless her and his hands to continue to do amazing work. We surrender it all to you, God, and give you all the glory. In Jesus' name, amen.
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 So thank you guys for joining us, man. Even though I'm gonna try to get somebody next time or next week, man, join us anyways. Get in the conversation with us. Let's stay engaged. Let's stay engaged. It's fellowship, and let's win this thing.
This was fun. I like it. I like to be more. I like to be a part of it, though. For real, it's
I know, but right now you guys are taking up my nights and weekend minutes,
this guy.
so I gotta go.
Well, you still running the Nokia?
You know what I'm saying, man? I want that little alien. What's that little alien? Franco.
Yeah, I still got my phone.
He said that little alien. I don't even know what that is.
That little, he was a little pink cube.
Pink cube?
Yeah, he was a little pink cube.
I've never heard of
A
that.
furry pink cube. Then they switched to T-Mobile.
That pink cube is from Cuba.
Cuba.
They're a political refugee. All right, guys. We'll see you. Good night. Thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
I'll be in touch with you guys. And you guys, man, come on, join in. Let's all talk, man. Stay connected.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I would say, all I want to do is win, no matter what.
Yep.
All right. So one team, one dream, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank
All right.
you.